Good morning, Washington. We've got another NAT match for you here today. We got Wukioh versus TrickyPugster. We are also not watching the USC stream on the side. Nope, we are just getting live updates. Anyways, TrickyPugster versus Wukioh. I believe, is this a losers bracket match, chat? We definitely did our homework for this, by the way. Yep, it's looking like it. It's looking like it. Well, let's double check the bracket just in case. Yep. Dang, okay. Just losers round 2. TrickyPugster versus Wukioh. Dang, where are my stats? Anyways, they're pretty close in seeding. If I'm not mistaken, their skill sets have a pretty decent amount of overlap. So we're probably going to go blow for blow here, but TrickyPugster are probably more going to be leaning into the hidden. They have that versatility there. So we're going to be checking it out here. Wukioh actually decides to opt for a ban, so we'll see what TrickyPugster goes for. Probably second pick. That's been the trend. You go for second pick when you can. You know, it offers you a little bit more flexibility. You don't have to deal with the first map of the match nerves on your own pick. You get the last pick for tiebreaker. A lot of good upsides for second pick. Not that there aren't also upsides to going first. First pick has the slightly stronger break point, being able to go up 3 points as opposed to 2. So that can end matches a little earlier. And, you know, you can really put some pressure on the opponent because even though you know it's just one break point, like being down 3 points, it feels a lot different than being down just 2. Okay, Pugster going for the DT2 bans. So probably going to opt into just banning the straight tapping. Get that off the table. Okay, USC looks like it's ending. Miss from Georgia. W my pick'ems. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at real quick at my pick'ems. Not like all the viewers are at USC right now. Anyway, we're good, right? All right, so now I can focus on the NAT match. Dubs. Hidden ban from Wukioh. Yeah, just gonna be tapping hidden ban. That's both these players' advantage over each other. TrickyPugster having hidden, Wukioh tapping. And I will say this interesting about the map pool format is instead of having 4 DTs, there's only 3. So that somewhat limits the tapping representation of the DT. I know most poolers opt to have a DT4 that's like high AR alt. And usually the better tapping DT player is often gonna have a better time on that DT4 if it's not like an old map. So, you know, it kind of thins the pool a little bit, and maybe, you know, as a better DT player in Wukioh, TrickyPugster has a little bit more wiggle room in terms of opponents' picks and chances for breakpoints. And yep, just the simple hidden bans out of Wukioh. And then something important for this matchup is how the hard rock picks are going to swing, since that's the only full mod pool we have here. And if a player finds the edge in the hard rock picks, they can easily just go straight down the hard rock, get some 3 easy picks down. I will say that hard rock 1 is a little bro, we put a Karcher map in hard rock 1. Thanos, so whoever hits the Thanos stream in the Karcher map wins. And Wukioh gonna go straight for it. We're not gonna be around rush. We're gonna find out who really has the edge in the hard rock picks here. Wukioh gonna go for it. I mean, TrickyPugster's probably gonna run just like hidden 1. And outside of that, like the hard, like wukioh or TrickyPugster could easily contest on hard rock aim and nomad aim. But I don't know. I feel like after the hidden one gets picked out of TrickyPugster, he might probably opt to lean into the nomad pool. So that's just how it's gonna be. wukioh probably gonna be the one to rip the hard rock pool. And let's go. I've got a perfect pick on USC. Carolina 5-3 over Georgia. Easy clap for a guy like me. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised not more people didn't pick Georgia to win that. I thought Georgia had really good odds on paper to upset Carolina, but it seems like most people are just going for the higher seed there. Banger song, by the way. Elite pick. Alright, here we go. wukioh's first pick, the Hard Rock 1. This is going to be Karcher Hard Rock Aim. Slightly smaller CS than CS4. And wukioh missing on the first hard stream pattern. That's the main deal with these Karcher maps. It's an aim map, but you know, the main difficulty in this map, in my opinion, is going to be those space streams. Making sure you're locked in on the direction changes and the flow. wukioh off to a rocky start, but TrickyPugster quite comfortable on here. Alright, first Ki. First large jumps that, you know, has missed potential, although honestly, playing this map, the jump shapes in this map are fairly comfortable, so I imagine both players should handle it pretty well. Alright, a couple more streams coming out of this Ki, so we'll see how both players handle it and see if either player can get a big advantage. And wukioh with a massive miss on the stream, but TrickyPugster crucially holds on, sacrificing a little bit of that accuracy. And this first pick out of wukioh going absolutely the wrong direction. TrickyPugster, full combo, still intact past the first Ki. And, you know, with most songs, getting past that first Ki is really important because it's sandwiched by two easier sections. And that goes a long way for a longer map like this, and especially for a Karcher map. Karcher most notable for having the hardest stream of your life in the second half of the map. So wukioh is gonna have to FC the hardest half of the map if he wants any chance at winning this, but TrickyPugster might not even give him the chance. Finally, TrickyPugster misses, but already 200k in the lead. I don't think wukioh has an avenue into this one. Also notably, TrickyPugster not going to be able to farm a 700 PP play. Gonna have to save it for next match. Oh, I mean, if he gets to the next match, we obviously, this is just one map. Testing the waters on the hard rock. Alright, that was one of those hard patterns. Big jumps into the circle stream. But I mean, this is just in the bag for TrickyPugster. wukioh does not have enough score in the tank to take this over. TrickyPugster would have to stop playing. Alright, final Ki. Let's see if it's coming up. Let's see if either player can hit the Pathogen Karcher stream. Alright, here it comes. And wukioh with the chain miss. TrickyPugster handles it cleanly, just as he's been doing with the rest of the streams. Now, yeah, that stream is no joke. Yeah, bro just hit that. Yep. You know, Karcher, you know, he had his dreams of being like Fire Rage, making farm maps for himself to farm, except for the fact that he's addicted to putting streams that only he can hit. Anyways, I digress. TrickyPugster with a breakpoint on wukioh's first pick. And I mentioned at the start, because all 3 Hard Rock picks were open, it's really huge for either player to find out that they have an edge on the Hard Rock picks. So wukioh going into Hard Rock on the first pick, like backfiring immediately. Now, it's gonna be hard for wukioh to find, you know, feelingly comfortable picks into the rest of the match because TrickyPugster's got that hidden one. He's got a set plan. Like TrickyPugster also has like pretty solid like I feel like TrickyPugster would be the one to lean into the no mod picks, and wukioh would have to run the Hard Rock, but would have to run the DT pool. And while wukioh still does have the 2 DT picks, like it's gonna feel hard to tap into that Hard Rock after that Hard Rock 1. I use TrickyPugster. We'll see if he goes for the hidden one, but honestly, like because of the breakpoint, I feel like he has the wiggle room to save it for a rainy day. You know, backload the hidden one map, just pick something a little more on the less guaranteed side from Tricky's point of view. Alright, just opts for the safe hidden one. TrickyPugster should be cleanly favored on this. Hidden one, 207 beats per minute. Word on the street, there's streams in my hidden one. So, a little bit of hybrid life. Now, is hidden one too easy? We'll find out. This on the early linear from wukioh, but no big deal. Just feeling out the map. I mean, this is like those. It's really easy to get bogged down and have it affect the rest of your play, but you just gotta lock in. You're basically still on an FC. No big deal. TrickyPugster actually gonna follow up a miss, so early advantage to wukioh. Both players checking in their miss on nothing tax. Maybe we'll be seeing a double reverse choke. I mean, these guys are just squeezing lemons. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, that 100 combo advantage is gonna start really hurting. Like, TrickyPugster is gonna start really feeling it. Like, they're gonna come up to like one of the 2 harder sections, and TrickyPugster is gonna have to lock in for an extra like 200 combo to actually secure a lead if wukioh were to miss. And TrickyPugster actually gonna find the second miss first. A reverse twist of fate. Both players' first pick not going the way they want, but I mean, if you're TrickyPugster, like this is your only hidden pick. Like this is kind of the pick you want to go your way. Just couldn't quite find the footing. Alright, coming halfway through the map. Massive combo advantage on Wukioh. Okay, a little bit of streaming. We do a little bit of streaming. What is happening to my point of view? Streamer internet is exploding. That's okay. Double miss. We commentate through the pixels. I mean, both players just missed out on right there, and honestly, that might just be the end for TrickyPugster's chances on this map. A full reset favors the player in the lead, and Wukioh's 100k in the lead, and there's probably not just going to be there's not going to be enough opportunity to claw that 100k lead back, especially having missed in the beginning and the middle. I don't think TrickyPugster will even get that far over 400k if he does. Hunter combo lead is just not going to be enough to take back the lead. Okay, another miss from Wukioh. Door slightly ajar. TrickyPugster just needs to get in the car now, find the driver's seat. Hopefully not hop onto a fence. Unfortunately for these Osu players, they don't have access to Hermit Purple. I mean, it's so little of the map left. 70k score. Still, another miss from Wukioh. I mean, it's looking like there's hope, but is there enough time? Leads down to 40k. TrickyPugster 700 combo. Are there enough circles left in the map for Tricky to swing this back his direction? Not give up a break point. 20k is the lead. 15k. Last circles on the map. Hey, he could be doing it. The lead switches. Wukioh, another chain miss. TrickyPugster has it in the bag. A slow comeback from behind for TrickyPugster to save his own pick. It wasn't looking good in the beginning for TrickyPugster, being down in combo early and having that first miss after, but just clutched it up after that middle section to bring it back up to 512k. Yeah, that would have been like a momentum killer for TrickyPugster if he were to lose that hit and one. Wukioh would have probably be in a solid spot, have recovered from that Hard Rock 1 breakpoint, but Wukioh unfazed goes right back into the Hard Rock 2. Hard Rock 1 was Hard Rock 1, but these are, it's all Hard Rock, but these are different maps. So Wukioh still looking to fight on the Hard Rocks. We got our good old CS 6.5 Hard Rock. 15 BPM, so we're sounding a little aimy out here. W Paroko, by the way. Hard Rock full low-key jamming. Alright, Wukioh's second pick, only down 1 break point. Gonna try out this Hard Rock 2. Gonna be a different story from the Hard Rock 1. Maybe looking a little more comfortable on the precision if you're Wukioh. Now that we've eased into the match, we almost stole a break point out that hit in one, so probably feeling a little better. Holy sliders. Wukioh minor accuracy advantage. Gonna be okay. TrickyPugster just straight misses, so Wukioh gonna have both the combo and accuracy to pull ahead in the lead early here. Accuracy just about evened up, but combo advantage is all we really want. Wukioh, a stray slider break, but TrickyPugster trades it right back. Anyone's game right now coming into the first Ki. But yeah, precision aim combined with high velocity sliders is no joke. Has catching both players off guard thus far. Matching accuracies, but wukioh gonna come out on top with a combo after that first Ki. Aiming a little bit more solidly than TrickyPugster in this Hard Rock 2. And coming out of the first Ki with more combo, pretty huge. Gonna have a good third of the map to build up some combo and build up some score lead. But wukioh, another unfortunate slider break. Fortunately, TrickyPugster chased it right back. So about 35k in the lead is wukioh. Gonna have some wiggle room, but gotta stop getting these stray misses to really close this one out. TrickyPugster's not that far behind. Yeah, so far this Hard Rock 2, the story has just been wukioh finds himself some combo advantage, misses, but TrickyPugster misses too soon to really capitalize and take the score lead back in his favor. It's just been a steady 30 to 40k lead for wukioh. And right now, wukioh is once again in that spot of combo advantage after another Ki. And double miss trade from both players, and that's only going to favor wukioh. And with how little map is remaining, it seems like wukioh has secured himself the pick. Holy slider cheese, we still missed anyway. Follow the slider ethically or cheese it for the biscuits. Your fate finds you all the same. You are going to miss that slider. Alright, and wukioh wins Hard Rock 2. And yeah, pretty solidly. It's just had more combo and more opportunities. Close it out. Could probably seek to pick Hard Rock 3 next, but we'll see what TrickyPugster wants to opt for here for their second pick. I imagine we go into the Nomad pool. I feel like you would save the DTs for wukioh to pick. But I could be mistaken. And we get a Nomad 6 pick coming out of TrickyPugster. Going for that AR7. You know, got that hidden reading band out of wukioh, so chances are you might have that Nomad reading, but Nomad reading is a little bit more accessible. So maybe wukioh can pull something off with a ton of practice, but that oh no might be what you want to see if you're TrickyPugster. But yeah, if you're not a reading player, like it's pretty hard to practice up scores that can match other reading players, especially if the map is like not just like pure like pattern rhythm memorization. It's also like some density aim control, or some raw overlap reading that isn't quite easy to memorize. It is just CS4, so probably just some classic density reading at the AR7. We'll see what wukioh can pull off here, but I have a feeling TrickyPugster might take this one fairly cleanly. Oh, so it's like that. We got double taps. We got stop start stack streams. This is a reader's map, and you know combos may tell you that wukioh's got a chance here, but if you look at the accuracy, they're 10% apart. wukioh going with the age-old saying, combo is king. Hit him with the yolks pie, maybe. But yeah, the X factor here for TrickyPugster is that accuracy. So if wukioh ever misses, not going to be any chance to come back. Combo is your greatest friend and your greatest enemy. If you completely sell out, you've got no room for error. And double miss on that wiggle, but unfortunately that's only going to favor TrickyPugster, who's up by 7% on accuracy. And with the combos equalized, that advantage is only going to grow exponentially. Yeah, more misses from wukioh. Looks like we've gotten out of that preparation in the first half of the map. Maybe it was hoping to FC through this point and have enough combo advantage for it to really snowball, but unfortunately wukioh, he did not get that god run, and TrickyPugster gonna match the initial combo, out accuracy in the second half. That's just how this No Mod 6 is gonna go. Truth nuke. This accuracy is not normally. Like, bro just knows all the rhythms? Like, he's just chill like that? He can read that? Oh, my fault, bro. Minor note luck. That map is all but over. And there we go. Clean win from TrickyPugster. It's always nice when your picks come easy. It's going to be a 3-1 for TrickyPugster. wukioh's turn to pick. We'll see if wukioh wants to just, continue running it down, hit the Hard Rock 3. Or maybe wukioh will want to try another mod pool. I'm not sure. I might be kind of inclined to hit the Hard Rock 3 right now because, you played Hard Rock pretty recently. Go straight on the list. Hard Rock's still a little bit fresh in your Osu brain. So, I don't know. I wouldn't hate a Hard Rock 3 pick, but yep, there it is, DT1. If it's not the Hard Rock 3, you're going to pick the DTs. All 5 of wukioh's potential picks in the match lined up for him right there. 3 Hard Rocks, 2 DTs. Put it in the bag. Just going to decide what order you would like. But we're going to go into DT here. DT1. Shout out Shinsaku. Shoutouts. Shoutouts Angel Sim. Shoutouts Angel Sim. Mouse can everything. Real ones watched Happy Stick's video, Mouse can everything. And we're like, what is going on? What is this? Shout out to Happy Stick. Raise your hand if you watched Happy Stick's video. Anyways, I mean it's Don, bro. Like we all know what's happening here. There's aims, there's jumps. There better be a couple of star patterns in this map set. If not, I'm gonna be a little sad. But who knows? Maybe they'll think that's plagiarism. Won't drop a single star. But I mean, it's classic DT hybrid. Jumps, triples, some bursts. Like you already know. Now the main thing to point out early on in the map is massive accuracy lead for wukioh. A lot more comfortable on the 260 BPM bursts than Tricky is. TP. But unlike the No Mod 6, TrickyPugster is, 99 versus 97 accuracy. It's not that massive of a difference where, you're not going to have any wiggle room. Like if you missed, a recovery combo could still get the job done. But yeah, as usual, both players are going to be looking to FC this first Ki. Accuracy starting to even up as wukioh finds a couple 100s. And both players hit those jumps. We'll see if they hit the outro there. Yep, they do. Alright, both players make it. Combos intact. Anyone's game. wukioh still with a slight accuracy advantage, although not as prominent as before. Okay, a crucial miss out of TrickyPugster coming to the second Ki. wukioh is going to really be able to scale his score now. Could make things unreachable for TrickyPugster. Just gotta make it through this Ki and it'll be really good. Yeah, missing on the pattern right before that Ki. Rough stuff. Could have at least been one harder. wukioh finally does drop, but not before creating a 180k score advantage. TrickyPugster had missed the second time during that stint, so it's only a 150 combo. Okay, make that 300 combo lead for TrickyPugster. 140k on DT. It might be possible for TrickyPugster, but I mean, wukioh's pretty comfortable on this. I don't imagine wukioh missing any more times to give TrickyPugster more wiggle room. And there's the final nail in the coffin for TrickyPugster. That last miss is gonna seal things up here for wukioh. Full missing that burst, but it's not gonna matter. wukioh's done it. wukioh missed a couple of notes for 727k if you're a real one. All good, bro. Gotta secure the win. And a pretty comfortable win, all things considered, for wukioh. You know, you could get a little worried at the end there, but I don't think, even if TrickyPugster had FC to the ending from with the combo which he missed, like I don't think it would have been enough. Coming past the second Ki is usually more than enough. Okay, 3-2. He takes a second pick. And no mod 4 out of TrickyPugster. Washington assemble. Washington assemble. Good morning, Washington. Shout out to Washington. One format by Fracture Hawkins. Might be getting a little silly on the circle tech plus silly sliders. Have found the stats sheet of round of 16. Oh, however, I think wukioh did not play round of 16. Okay, you know what? Just vibes only. Vibes only. Alright, no mod 4. This is, again, one of the picks I expected TrickyPugster to go for in their pick plans. Pick Kid and pick no mod. Pretty normal stuff. Get a no mod versus Hard Rock DT, except both players can pretty well contest each other. Alright, here we go. Some long slider jumps. Both players going to be missing a couple slider ends, but who isn't? What is that? Who put that there? Alright, so this Ki is kind of crazy, and wukioh kind of finds some misses. TrickyPugster kind of cheating. 95%, 95.8, 96. Like, are we serious? Okay, we finally missed, but not after building a 100k score lead, and on a map like this, that might be all you need. That, like, that's just gonna be a launch pad for you to win this map. I mean, a couple of chain misses out of TrickyPugster. wukioh kind of more or less back in this. But messing up the slider follow. Maybe should have cheesed it. Yo, what is this? What am I looking at? Who let this in? Who let this in? You got a slider Excel stream? Slider Excel space stream? TrickyPugster is hitting this just for fun. That's kind of insane. We got 300k. Are you sure? Checking PC, bro. Yo, you got it. You got it, man. You don't gotta keep clicking the circles, dude. You're good. Oh, and he hits the last stream for fun too. Okay. All right, bro. All right, bro. Nice flex, man. 2 miss. Yeah. I can do that too. Have you seen my locals? All right, buddy. Yeah, just release the stats now. TrickyPugster #1. All right, wukioh, kill the momentum, bro. Insta pick DT3. Like we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this, man. wukioh actually gonna opt for the Nomad too. Totally slipped my mind that we can go for this. But yeah, Nomad too. We're gonna get some streams out here. 205 beats per minute. But yeah, I like this coming out of wukioh. Kind of leaning into their mechanical advantage in this matchup. Although Nomad 2, DT1, very different mechanical areas. So TrickyPugster probably has a better time contesting in this Nomad 2. And we'll see if wukioh can just put him down anyway. Because wukioh was low-key like that on the DT1. Used to say he won't be in the Nomad 2. I don't know, but TrickyPugster's flow was looking kind of nice in that Nomad 4. I'd be a little worried if I was wukioh, but hey, you gotta bet on yourself at some point, and wukioh does. Early miss, and yeah, shades of what happened in that Hard Rock 1. wukioh not having the easiest time on the flow aim in Hard Rock 1, and you know it's kind of showing right now. But hey, start of the map, wukioh might probably has to ease into things a little bit here, get into the mindset. But TrickyPugster kind of nasty at this. He's kind of clean with it. Yep, TrickyPugster looking like a map pool showcase right now. Are you serious? Like, we should clean with it. Oh, minor over aim on that stream. That's gonna let wukioh back into the match here. wukioh only with the early miss, so plenty of map to bring the score lead back his way. Just gotta stay locked in. And hitting all these direction changes as TrickyPugster finding another miss there, but we under aim a jump. But that's okay. Okay. It's still fine. wukioh has at least even the score gap. Trade misses back and forth, but coming this final Ki, It's only like a 30 combo lead for Wukioh, but that's gonna be enough. It's the last bit of the map, and if Wukioh FCs to the end, he'll have this in the bag. But I mean, that's a tall ask. And Wukioh finding the next miss. TrickyPugster with just enough combo advantage to maybe bring back the 3k lead. He's gonna have to hit every 300 here. And the scored flops over, but any mistake is gone. And TrickyPugster, by the skin of his teeth, steals another break point from Wukioh. 3 by just 3k. That last miss out of Wukioh. Oh no. 5 times 100. 450s on Wukioh. It's tragic. So well played from Wukioh. Just didn't get the right misses. Missing at the wrong times. Gonna put TrickyPugster at match point. That's 2 breakpoints in the lead. Wukioh gonna have to save 3 maps in a row. 2 of them being on TrickyPugster's pick. And there's no more 3 out of TrickyPugster. Sensible pick to try to close things out. Qualifier for qualifier. TrickyPugster seems notably better at the ult. But hey, different map, different stage. Wukioh could still pull something off here. Alright, Wukioh back against the wall. Heartbreaking break point for him. Any miss saved on that last map might have been the point saved for Wukioh, but alas, that is not the world we currently live in. He's got to clutch up on this no mod 3 to see another pick. Alright, both players coming out of that intro, but TrickyPugster notably coming out with an SS. Yep, all too comfortable on this, but I mean, like I mentioned on the DT, like SS versus high 98, like, you know, you're not too worried about losing the combo game early. Always will be a chance, always be a way back in. And a little, caught off guard by the quick 1-3 stream. Got a little frantic in the following jumps, and Wukioh gonna miss right before the Ki. And should TrickyPugster FC through this, he's gonna be in prime position to take it all home. And another miss from Wukioh in the Ki. You need to see a miss from TrickyPugster now, and there it is. Wukioh not out of it just yet. Oh my PC. Tactical power outage at streamer's house. Okay, looks like we're a little bit back, but Wukioh only a minor combo advantage. It's not really gonna be enough to claw back the lead with the accuracy deficit. So Wukioh is gonna have to hope for another miss out of TrickyPugster. Maybe even multiple. But hey, you still got a chance. You do have the slight combo advantage, so you at least won't be losing out on the lead. It's only 50k. And another miss right before the second Ki out of Wukioh. That's not what you need. And it certainly is gonna stave off the comeback for Wukioh. A solid Ki here out of TrickyPugster is gonna seal the deal. Yep, we're hitting those. We're still at 99.4% accuracy for TrickyPugster, by the way. A win on the NOAH 3 is just inevitable for him in his mind. 300 combo lead. Hits the second ki. wukioh finds another miss. And that might just be it. TrickyPugster has probably done enough to secure the win on this NOAH 3. We'll see if he can close out the FC to the end. He doesn't. Misses that tricky space triple into the slider there. But he's done the work. If he opens the scoreboard now, he can see that he's just got a victory lap to go here before he sees the next round of the tournament. And there we go. There's the break. Both players now know that this match is over. wukioh is smoking out the GGs. There's just not enough map. There's not enough combo for wukioh to make a comeback in this one. So TrickyPugster, after stealing a couple maps in this, it'll look like a comfortable 6-2 for TrickyPugster, but he had to fight for a couple of those picks, or two of those, for a couple of those points. One of his own picks and one of those break points. Really had to steal the show. Yeah, final couple misses out TrickyPugster. When you know it's over, you know, it's really easy to lock out, and, you know, the pressure is off. You know you don't need to FC the ending. You don't need to try so hard to do so. And there it is. TrickyPugster takes it over wukioh 6-2. Winner of this match goes on to face Zimby right kick. Let's see if that happened in match results. I feel like I saw that. Yep, Zimby took it over right kick 6-4. So the matchup in losers round 2, I don't know, second round of losers quarterfinals, gonna be Zimby versus TrickyPugster. That'll be, I mean, it's a similarly a mechanics versus mechanics matchup. I think TrickyPugster probably will still have the hidden on that, but gonna work extra hard on those non-hidden picks. Zimby no slouch. Maybe TrickyPugster will look to tap into the hard rocks himself. But yeah, for now, TrickyPugster can celebrate his Saturday night with a win. Looking pretty strong on the map pool, I will say. So Zimby's gonna have a hard time. Gotta make sure to practice up. But yeah, I feel like TrickyPugster would probably be feeling pretty good about the matchup, I would say. Well, yeah, that'll do it for tonight. More NAT tomorrow. Shoutouts 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, Americans. And for most of America, it's your 4th of July is over. GG's. But we'll see you tomorrow with more NAT. I'm Vertarix. Thank you, Towns, for the streams. We'll see you in the next one. Good night, Washington.